Zarathek adjusted her crystalline headdress as she glided through the pristine corridors of Nexus Station's medical facility. As one of the wealthiest beings in the Galactic Consortium, the Velthari matriarch owned 17 planets and commanded resources that could fund entire star systems. Yet today, her multiple hearts felt heavier than collapsed neutron stars. Her youngest offspring, Kivara, had been born with a rare neurological condition that left the small Velthari unable to control their bodily functions or communicate beyond basic telepathic whispers. The finest alien physicians across 12 species had declared the condition incurable. Kivara would require constant care for their entire lifespan, a burden that even Zarathek's vast fortune couldn't truly solve. She entered the specialized care wing, her bioluminescent skin pulsing with the deep blues of worry. The sight that greeted her made her freeze mid-stride. A human, one of those strange bipedal creatures from the recently contacted Terra, knelt beside Kivara's resting pod. The being wore the simple gray uniform of station maintenance, a cleaning cart positioned nearby. But the human wasn't cleaning the room. Instead, Marcus Chen was gently washing Kivara's delicate limbs with a warm, damp cloth, humming a soft melody that somehow seemed to resonate with the child's fractured neural pathways. Kivara's usually distressed emanations had settled into something approaching contentment. "What are you doing?" Zarathek's voice carried the authority of someone accustomed to unquestioned obedience. Marcus looked up, his dark eyes showing no fear despite facing one of the most powerful beings in known space. "Your little one had an accident. The medical staff was busy with emergencies, so I thought I'd help clean them up. Hope that's okay." You don't understand," Zarathek said, her translator struggling with the concept she wanted to express. "Kivara is broken, defective. The physicians say—" "The physicians don't know everything," Marcus interrupted gently, returning his attention to the child. "Back on Earth, I worked with kids like Kivara. Different biology, sure, but the same spirit inside." Zarathek watched in fascination as Marcus produced a small, crude musical device from his pocket, what humans called a harmonica. The simple melody he played seemed to activate dormant neural pathways in Kivara's mind. For the first time in cycles, her child's telepathic emanations carried something resembling joy. "How?" she whispered. Marcus smiled. "Humans learned something important a long time ago. We're all different, all built differently. But that doesn't make anyone less valuable. Your kid isn't broken. They just experience the world differently than you do." Over the following days, Zarathek found herself returning to watch the human janitor's interactions with Kivara. Marcus would arrive during his off hours, bringing simple toys adapted for Kivara's limited motor control, playing music that seemed to unlock her child's trapped consciousness, and speaking to Kivara as if the young Velthari could understand every word. "On Earth," Marcus explained one day, "we have a saying. It takes a village to raise a child. But we've learned it really means every child deserves a village, no matter how they're born." Zarathek's research into human culture revealed truths that shook her understanding of civilization itself. Despite their technological limitations, humans had developed sophisticated support systems for individuals with disabilities. They had concepts like neurodiversity and inclusive design that were completely foreign to most galactic species, who typically viewed genetic variations as flaws to be eliminated or hidden. More remarkably, humans seemed to genuinely believe that their society was stronger because of its diversity, not in spite of it. "Your species puzzles the consortium," Zarathek told Marcus during one of their conversations. "You're neither the strongest nor the smartest, yet you've achieved remarkable things." Marcus chuckled, gently adjusting Kivara's position to help with their comfort. "Maybe that's because we learned early that our strength comes from taking care of each other. When you make sure everyone can contribute, everyone does better." The revelation struck Zarathek like a hyperspace collision. Her own species, for all their technological advancement and vast resources, had never developed such concepts. Disabled individuals were quietly sequestered away, considered unfortunate burdens rather than valued family members. But watching Marcus with Kivara, she saw something incredible. Her child was learning. Slowly, painstakingly, but genuinely developing in ways the physicians had declared impossible. The human's patient, consistent care was achieving what cutting-edge medical technology could not. 3 months later, Zarathek stood before the Galactic Consortium's governing council, her bioluminescence blazing with determined gold. "I propose the establishment of the Universal Accessibility Initiative," she announced, "funded by my personal treasury and guided by human principles of inclusive care." The council erupted in confused chatter. Why would a powerful matriarch waste resources on defective individuals? "Because," Zarathek continued, "a species that measures its worth by how it treats its most vulnerable members isn't weak, it's evolved. The humans have taught me that true civilization isn't about the heights we can reach, but about ensuring no one is left behind." Behind her, displayed on the massive view screen, was footage of Kivara taking their first independent steps, supported by adaptive technology designed using human accessibility principles. The child's telepathic emanations now carried complex thoughts and emotions that physicians had declared impossible. As the council voted to approve her initiative, Zarathek thought of Marcus Chen, who had returned to Earth but left behind something far more valuable than currency: the understanding that every being, regardless of ability, possessed inherent worth. The humans, it turned out, hadn't conquered the galaxy through superior technology or overwhelming force. They had done something far more powerful. They had proven that true strength came from the radical belief that everyone deserved dignity, support, and the chance to reach their potential. In a universe that often valued only power and perfection, humanity's greatest gift wasn't their technology or their tenacity. It was their compassion. And that gift was about to transform the galaxy forever.